What's going on, YouTube? We're back again with another video. We're going to another Cars and Coffee. And you know, like I always say, Cars and Coffee is always super early in the morning. That's one thing I hate about it. But I only need to move one car, as you can see. So I only need to move one, and we'll be fine to get in the Corvette and get ready to go. All right, guys, we just made it to the track, and as you can see in the background, there are a lot of cars here. Now, it was kind of a wait getting in, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm just gonna walk around real quick and see if we can get a quick montage of all the cars that are on the edge, and then we'll go inside the ring and see what we can do. But we're at the M1 Concourse right now. They do have a couple of events coming up. I believe this month they have the fireworks. And you know it has to be a beautiful event on the racetrack with fireworks. I'm definitely going to be going to that. Let me hit a montage real quick, guys. We'll be right back.
On my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock. Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, on a mean. That's it, on a mean. I take the key when I'm in, I take the key. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my block, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, on a mean. That's it, on a mean. I take the key when I'm in, I take the key when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Wheel on the beat, on me, on a mean.
Let's take a little break from the montage. I got halfway around the course. Now there's a whole nother section that bends all the way back that way, which is going to take me a minute. So I'm going to need a super long song, apparently, to get all this. But did you guys hear that ProCharge Z06? I'm telling you, I'm going to get a ProCharger on the way soon. ProCharger and forged internal, so we can push 30 pounds of boost and make close to 1,000 horsepower. That's what I'm hoping. But let me get back to the montage real quick, and we'll be right back with you. I don't really know why, but every time I see a Plaid, you can tell just from the outside of the car that it's a Plaid. But then when you go look at the steering wheel, it looks even crazier. Like we have a Model S and an X Plaid right here, and they look absolutely amazing. And then we have another Plaid right here. You can always tell because you can't see the top of the steering wheel. And then another Plaid right here. I really like coming to this Cars and Coffee, and I finally got to see that LaFerrari and the Enzo again. That was super awesome. And just think about it, I have to go all the way back around with my phone and get everything for TikTok. So that's not going to be any fun, but it is what it is. This is a really good event, and I know around, I think it's 10 a.m. that we got to go, and is literally like right up the street down here. They're having like an open house. We gotta stop at that. And here's what I was talking about on the M4. In my last video, you see these big gills? I don't really like how BMW did that. Like whoever is the design engineer for BMW, they need to be let go. I promise you. Because those are the ugliest freaking gills I've ever seen. And just to think about it, we didn't even go on to the ring yet. That's what's really crazy. So I might just skip everything that's over here and go on the ring, because I know this event doesn't last all day and they'll probably be pulling out here at 10 and we're kind of running out of time here. So I'm gonna hit another montage, guys, and I'll be right back. We got most of the exciting things. Now with 15 minutes left, I have to try to film some TikToks. And I already know, kind of know what I'm already going after. There's a LaFerrari, the Enzo, the A12 competition, maybe some supercars down there. And then we'll be heading down to this little open house right down the street down here. But yeah, this was actually a really, really good turnout. And if you guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. I think we're like 20 something away. And no, I'm gonna keep asking you to hit the subscribe button, so tell a friend to subscribe so we can hit 10K, you know? All right, so we tried to film some TikToks, but the event's kind of ending, so I couldn't get near the LaFerrari, the A12 competition, and the Enzo, but that's okay. Next Cars and Coffee, I'm gonna have a gimbal for my camera and my phone so I can hold both at the same time. But now, guys, we're gonna head to that next event that I said that was kind of an open house. I always pass this place when I'm on Woodward, you know, the Dream Cruise usually, because when I'm usually out here on the weekends, I don't drive all the way down to Pontiac anymore. I used to, but there's this little place that's, it got some pretty cool cars in it, guys. So I'll be right back. We're about to head right there. All right, guys, we just made it to this event. And as soon as I pull up, what do you know? There is a Saleen S7 right behind this gate. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some nice cars in here. So let's go take a look real quick. And this is a pretty nice place. The first thing that you see when you get in here, I don't know if a lot of you played Gran Turismo when you were young, but I sure did. This Viper is literally the same one that was in the game. And you see it says PlayStation on the side. This place is actually really, really, really nice. I was thinking it was someplace else. I don't know why. I thought it was a place across from the M1 Concourse, but apparently not. Guys, I'm gonna hit a quick montage real quick and be right back.
Don't stop the party. Don't stop the rave. Can't feel my body, but don't stop the rave. Don't stop the party. Don't stop the rave. Can't feel my body, but don't stop the rave. Rave, 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 rave. Now everybody from the front to the back go. From the front to the back, go, 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 now everybody from the front to the back, go. Don't stop the party. Don't stop the rave.
And what would you know, it's a freaking Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. Now, there's only about, I think, 50 of these in the United States, and of course this one's from Canada. But if you don't, like I do, watch Daily Driven Exotics, they also have one, and they just put the I don't know what body kit it is, but it's a certain body kit that freaking looks really good. Like the rear bumper on Dave's Superleggera. Is it a Superleggera? Or is it something else? I don't know. I think it's a Superleggera. I don't really know. But the body kit that he has on his car looks really, really good. And I know it's super expensive. There's a couple other cars here that I want to take a look at. Like this freaking Viper. This Viper looks freaking sick. Now, personally me, I could probably never drive a Viper because I would end up freaking wrapping it around a pole from the way I drive, because on these cars there is no traction control, there is no stability control. It's just you and the car, which is really, you know, unsafe, because back in the day a lot of people used to wreck these freaking cars. Now we have an Aston Martin here. I think this is a DB11, DB9, I don't really know. And then we got the big Rivian truck. Now, I have heard that Rivian has been having some problems with this truck, but you know, it is what it is when you're a new car producer. But man, these things do look pretty good. I like the headlights on it, that it wraps all the way around, and then you have these little things right here. I have this RS6. I think this is the same RS6 that I seen at Cars and Coffee at Shinola, I believe. I think this is the same exact one. Yes, it is, with the Volsons on it. I think this thing is freaking super sick. It looks really, 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 really good. And then we got anything else back here? Not really. But you would have never really guessed that this place was all the way back here. You know what I'm saying? You'd have had freaking absolutely no clue. So, we got this Alpine over here. I really don't know what this car is, but it looks pretty cool. This car right here. Yeah, I don't really have a clue what that car is. And we have another Viper up here, a GTS, and man, these things are just ready to go. I mean, look at this freaking seat that's in the car right here. I should probably get something like this in the Corvette, eh? But this thing's ready to party. And he has modified the exhaust to go under the back, because I've always heard when you used to get out of Vipers and you would freaking get out of the car, you would burn your leg on the thing because the exhaust was right on the side of it. And we have another Subaru up here that I want to take a quick look at. I really do miss my Subaru, guys. I mean, I still haven't got to work on it. It's really just sitting in my driveway collecting rust and dust. But this one is super clean. I like the blue. It's not an STI, it's a WRX, but still, I really miss my Subaru. We got an M3, E46 M3, I believe. Up here in red, I do like the color. I'm telling you, man, BMWs are starting to grow on me. I'm really thinking about getting one. And the maintenance on them can't be that bad. And this one's freaking, is this a turbo? Oh no, it's a Pro Charger. Wow. That's actually very interesting. And we have this old yellow 911 that we've seen at Cars and Coffee as well. And then this SS. Now my mom's not a huge fan of SS's, but I really like them. I think SS's are pretty cool. But for the most part, guys, I think I got everything on the M1 Concourse. I got everything here. cars did pull up, you do have this nice 720S. You know, you really can't tell the difference between the 720 and the 765. You really have no clue besides the back of the exhaust. That's the only real thing. Then you have this 964 911 turbo. These things are freaking, they look really good. Like really good. And this whale, I don't know what you call it, like a whale spoiler on the back of the car. I mean, that's just really sick. We got the Testarossa. He parked next to me, but I guess he said, hey, can't park next to poor people, gotta go in the parking lot. I mean, I feel him. This Viper up, and you wouldn't imagine how much they want for this car. It's about $2.2 million. I mean, it is a race car, so that is pretty much expected, but I just can't believe it. I forgot the game. The game is from Gran Turismo 2. And that's a long time ago, but that's when I was a little peewee, when I was a little freaking, I was like probably 6 or 7 years old. But this thing, bro, is freaking ridiculous. And currently I'm up here waiting for one of my friends to pull up, and as you know, women, they take forever to get to their location where they need to go, right? Like, I've been waiting for almost an hour. But yes, this Viper, this GTS RT, is super clean, and they only want 2.2, I think it's like $2.2 million. Let me look at my phone. So we got the website right here. Yeah, it's 2.2. I don't know if the phone will focus or the camera will focus. It definitely won't. But they do have a website, and this place is called LBI Limited, so make sure you give them a look if you're looking for, I mean, a really nice car. So they do have some really nice cars up here, like the Subarus. I'm interested in these, but knowing consignment places, these STIs are probably 20, 30 grand, and at that point I might as well get a new one. Man, that Testarossa sounded pretty good. As you guys know, I do have a Subaru that's broken down and rusted the fuck out in my garage. And these two Subarus, this one and that one, are the cleanest Subarus I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm talking about spotless. There is probably nothing wrong with these cars, and they're probably both from California, but they're both 2004 STIs. And I mean, man, oh man, these things are freaking clean. But I'm still fanboying over this Viper. That's from Gran Turismo. Now, if you're too young, this is way before your time. This is like early 2000s, where this car was in Gran Turismo, I believe. I can't remember the game. I think it was like Gran Turismo 2 or 3. But this was one of the Vipers that was in it. And then another thing was this Beetle back here. That's the Volkswagen Beetle. That's like super low to the ground. I mean, look at that. And the windows are so small. Like, how can you even drive this thing? I would imagine if you're driving it, that's all you can see. It's like driving a freaking blindfold. Driving this thing. But it looks sick. I mean, this is probably one of the coolest Beetles I've ever seen personally. Lean S7. Now you hardly, and when I say hardly ever see something like this. This is a Lean S7 right here. In my entire life, I think I've probably seen 2 or 3. And usually they were at the Dream Cruise or at the auto show. And then you have this Murcielago and Diablo. And man, both of these cars together look really mean. They give me something to drink, man. I was super thirsty from being out in the sun. You know, as a gamer, you're not really out in the sun as much. So this is kind of new for me, getting out in the morning, especially because usually I tell you, I wake up at 2 p.m., which isn't really good, but we're gonna try to change that. And if you're watching, hey, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're trying to get to 200 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. If you have TikTok, make sure you go over and follow me on TikTok because I will be posting some of the clips from the M1 Concourse and here on the TikTok. And I kind of upload on TikTok every other day, so make sure you're following me on there. But for the most part, that's pretty much it for this video. I might hang around a little bit longer, take some photos, try to get better at, you know, photo editing. But if you're still watching, make sure you smash the like button because YouTube still prioritizes likes in the algorithm to get me, like, you know, to the main page. So make sure you do that. But besides that, guys, we'll see you later.